Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my people go. Our land you was your faithfulness. Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Hello. Pharaoh, let my people.
I greet you in the Jewish tongue. Shalom. Shalom. Welcome to another edition of the House of Israel's Bible class. Today we're happy that we are welcomed into your homes yet another day. We are happy to be welcomed into your shops, into your stores, into your prisons, your hospitals, wherever you can see and hear us this morning. We're thankful. We want to also take this opportunity to ask that you call a friend or a loved one and inform them that the House of Israel Bible class is on the air so that we can all sit or stand and reason together. Today I want to look at a subject that is very important, given the fact that a few days ago we would have celebrated what we call Emancipation Day in Guyana. Emancipation Day, a day where all Guyanese, mostly Afro, we would assemble. If it's in the national park or the seawalls, wherever we can, we will assemble ourselves, whether it be friends and family, and we will be well decked in our African print, African outfit. Nice fancy dresses, nice fancy dashikis, our little children, we dress up, we look African. And we go out and we enjoy lots of foods. We listen to a lot of drumming. We listen to a lot of preaching. We listen to a lot of speeches, all geared to teach or to say something about freedom, about emancipation. We can eat a set of conky. We can eat up a lot of metaji. And all manner of African foods and dishes, and we will have a wonderful time. And we enjoy ourselves. We can smoke a little, we can drink a little, we can behave good, some will behave bad, and we can have a lot of fun. At the end of the day, after everything is over, after the dust is settled, we're going to return to our homes. We're going to take off the African outfits, the dresses, the dashikis, the little children. We're going to take off our clothes and we're going to put them either at the back of the wardrobe or we're going to put them at the bottom of the barrel or at the bottom of the drawer, wherever we can store them. And next year, we can brush them off, dress up, cook up, and we do it all over again. And that is emancipation. That is what it means to some of us to truly be free. I am free. Because I am free, this is how I'm going to celebrate my freedom. By dressing up, eating some food, drinking a few drinks, listen to a few speeches, a few songs, some drumming. Remind ourselves of the motherland in Africa where our ancestors came from. And then we go back home. When we return back home, we go back to the lives that we lived before we went out and celebrate emancipation. Some of us, not all, but some of us will return to drinking. Some of us will return to smoking. Some of us will return to disrespecting our husbands, disrespecting our wives, disrespecting our children. Some of us will return to having 2 and 3 women, return to having 2 and 3 men, cuss out, abuse out, fight out, rob up, steal up, kill up, all manner of folly we will engage in, because that is our lives after and before Emancipation Day. My brothers and sisters, the House of Israel is here to tell you this morning that if that is freedom, if living that way is being emancipated, my brothers and sisters, that is not a freedom that I want. That is not a freedom that I desire. You know what? That is not a freedom that you should want. Because that freedom is no good. That is not freedom. That is not being emancipated. Because I can do what I want and say what I want, somehow that makes me free. But so far from it. We're here to tell you this morning, my brothers and sisters, that there is more to freedom than just dressing up African for one day and going out and eating some African food for one day, listening to some African drumming for one day, drinking some African drinks for one day, listening to some speeches about our state and condition for one day. It's a freedom than that. I want to charge you this morning. I want to charge you this morning. All you that are listening and are looking at us this morning, I want to charge you that you challenge yourself to accept that freedom must be more than that. Emancipation means more than that. Our ancestors didn't struggle, suffered, and died, tortured, so that we can dress up one day and eat some African food one day, and then we go back living lives that would bring them to shame. They didn't suffer for that.
All right.
They weren't tortured for that. And let me tell you, sometimes I sit down and I think that, you know what, in many ways, even though they were in physical bondage, literal slavery, had the chains around their necks, chains around their arms and their ankles. All over their lives was about chains, physical chains. I tell you this morning, in many ways, they were more emancipated than we are today.
That's right.
In many ways, my brothers and sisters, oh, this is so sad. This is so sad, but it is also true that in many ways, my brothers and sisters, they were more emancipated than we are presently. Even though we can walk and go wherever we want to go. We can jump on a plane and fly to the far reaches of this earth. We can do all of those things. Or we can study to be lawyers and judges, magistrates, politicians, doctors, nurses, mechanics, technicians, all regardless of whatever qualifications we have. In many ways, I say to you again, our ancestors, our forefathers were more free than we are presently today. And I'll show you why. I'll show you why. I'm not just going to say it and just leave it at that. I'm going to show you why. Because it is simple. The form of slavery that they endured, everything they did, my brothers and sisters, everything that they did it against their will. The food that they eat, the meals that were given to them, they eat those meals against their will. In other words, they were forced to eat the things that they eat. They were forced. They were tortured. For the simple reason because it was not the meals that they were accustomed to eating. It was not what they were used to. And they rejected for as long as they could. And eventually they gave in. Oh, but we today, their children, you and I today, we eat from rope to soap. We eat from rope to soap. And nobody ain't got no gun to your head forcing you to eat it. Nobody ain't got no whip cracking your backs for you to eat those things that we eat. But we eat them willingly. As a matter of fact, if we don't eat it, somebody get their problems. Instead of over talking here, she talk about your curry strips. If I don't get my curry strips, nobody can get easy. You know, make people miserable if she don't get she curry strips. If I don't eat my pork, if I don't eat my pigtail, if I don't eat my ham, things not gonna be nice. Things not gonna be nice. Those are the meals that our ancestors were tortured to eat. That's why I tell you in many ways they were more free than we are. Oh yes, I'm talking about true freedom. The subject that I want to speak about this morning is true freedom. Seeing that we're still living off or washing off the just celebrated Emancipation Day. I want us to think about what emancipation is about. I want us to think about what true freedom is about. Well, because to be truly free, my brothers and sisters, it's not what you can do. It's not about what you cannot do. My brothers and sisters, true freedom begins in the mind. True freedom, my brothers and sisters, begins in our minds. Once we understand what true freedom is up here, then and only then we can truly be free.
Fair enough.
Don't think because I can dress and wear whatever I want to wear, I am free.
No.
Today, you dress and wear what somebody on the TV tell you is in style.
Yeah.
That is what you dress and wear today.
Fair enough.
The songs that we listen to, the songs that we like, is songs that somebody said that this is a song that you should like. Everything we do today is because of what somebody on the television tells us. We either see it in a movie, we either see it in a music video or whatever, but somebody is telling you this is what you should like. This is who you should be. This is what is right. This is what is wrong. We never stop for 1 minute. We never stop for 1 minute to ask the question, what does God think is right? What does God think is right? What does God think that I should wear? What does God think about what I should eat? Never once stop to think about that. This is what the House of Vision is here trying to put to you this morning. And if we can talk about true freedom, we got to first talk about freeing our minds. Got to start talking about freeing our minds. Free your mind, my brothers and sisters. Oh, we first got to know who we are. You got to know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, my brothers and sisters, somebody will come and define who you are. Somebody can come and tell you who you are. And you know what they're going to tell you in most cases? Most times they can tell you that you're a stud. Most cases, you know what they're going to lead you to believe and accept? That a man should got 3 and 4 women. That is acceptable today. That is who you should aspire to be. Got options, you got choices. The cycle continues. Women and men, it's the same thing. This is our mentality. This is where we are today. And we call ourselves emancipated. Call yourself, how can you be free? How can you be free? And you being a man, got children all over the place who you know nothing nor care nothing of. How can we be free? And that is our life. How can we be free as a woman who leave the children home unattended because there is no man? We leave our children's home unattended and we in the club. We club until 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. And our children are there unattended. Any beast, vulture can go in on them at any time. Oh, but on August 1st, we dress them up. We dress ourselves. And we go talking and singing something about emancipation. Let me tell you something. You see those people who were in slavery, those people know who they were. They knew who they were. Those people, they were the children of Israel. That is why they were forced to eat certain things. Because that is not the diet. Those things are not the diet of God's children. God's children know that they don't eat certain things. And as we go on, because I'm just brushing the surface here. This is a very wide and broad subject. I'm just brushing the surface here. Soon we can get into the details of what true emancipation is about. Those people knew who they were. Oh, but today, we call ourselves all manner of names. Christians. We call ourselves Christians today. And all manner of other names. Hence the condition that we're in today. I'm sure you know that during slavery, whoever the slave master was, whichever religion he was a part of, do you know that every slave that he owned, your ancestors, every one of your ancestors that he owned, they automatically were a part of that religion.
Amen.
That is how we have religions today. It is through slavery.
Amen.
The slave master belonged to a particular religion. All of his slaves became a part of that religion.
Amen.
That is the condition that we are in today. Oh, but the difference is they had to force us back then. The difference is, my brothers and sisters, we were tortured. We were tortured back then to accept these religions.
Amen.
To give ourselves into these religions.
Cry out. Amen. Cry out.
We were massacred. Oh, but today, not so. Not so at all. Today we stick our chests in the air. We got on our three-piece suit. The women, they're well decked. And we go into church, into the same religions. We walk in willingly with our eyes closed and our minds in the sky.
Stand.
Worship, we serve and we toil willingly. Nobody ain't got no gun or no whip. I know when you hear that I am from the house of Israel. When you hear the house of Israel TV program comes on, you use that as an opportunity to mock somebody. You laugh. Look at those mad people.
Yes.
Look at those crazy people.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that's the same thing our ancestors are saying about you. When you walk into those religions that they were murdered to be a part of. That's what they're saying.
Cry out. Cry out.
They turn in their graves to see what they, in the state and condition that their children are in today. They turn in their graves. My son a bit rough this morning. But my brothers and sisters, it must be said. It must be said, my brothers and sisters. Because only then that we can truly be free. You gotta accept. We must accept first of all that I am not free. If you're gonna be free, then you gotta accept first that where I am, my condition is not a condition of emancipation.
Amen.
But if we don't accept that, then there is no hope. There is no hope. If we don't accept that where I am, these religions that we serve in, if we don't understand that they were a system to keep us separated from our ancestors, cut us off from our history, from our culture.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
This is why they were designed. This is their purpose. No other purpose. No other purpose to keep our minds in the skies. They teach us you can do whatever you want. You can eat whatever you want. You can drink whatever you want. Do whatever you want. God accepts you just as you are. That is a system. It's a mechanism to keep us away from our ancestors.
Amen.
Rush with me into the book of Psalms. Some proof now. We're going to look at some proof. Psalms chapters 83, verses 3 and verses 4. We're talking about true freedom this morning.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
The word says that they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Yes.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And have consulted against thy hidden ones. Yes.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
come
let us cut them off from being a nation.
and let us cut them off from being a nation. Yes.
That the name of Israel,
Oh, that the name of who?
Israel,
That the name of who?
Israel,
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance. Today we don't talk about Israel today because we don't remember it. This is why we don't remember Israel, because something happened to us hundreds of years ago. These people, our ancestors, something happened to them. This is what I was saying earlier, that if we will truly accept, if we will truly want to know what it means to be free, then we gotta go back to the beginning. Then we gotta go back to the source of why we are in this condition that we are in today.
Amen.
What caused it?
Yeah.
What caused this condition? Psalm 3:3-4 is telling us clearly that somebody have taken crafty counsel against these people. They had to be crafty. It had to be crafty. As I was saying earlier, today we worship and we serve these ways. We serve in the religions that our ancestors were beaten
Yes, yes.
because they refused to serve in these religions. Our ancestors understood that this is not who I am. And they rejected it as long as they could. But today we don't reject it. Today we defend it. And if it comes to it, we're going to put blows to these religions.
Yes, yes,
In
yes.
defense of these religions, we're ready to go to blows.
Tell it. Amen.
Psalms 83:3-4 is telling us clearly, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Read over, please.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
Yes.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Read on.
They have said,
They have said, yes. Come
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let us cut them off from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
That the name of Israel, no other name, there is no other name for this people.
Amen.
This is what we're bringing to you this morning.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen.
We must understand, my brothers and sisters, that the way we are, the way we live today, how we treat each other, how we treat people, we behave the way we behave because we were cut off from our way.
Amen.
We were cut off from Israel. The culture, the religion, the teaching of Israel, we were cut off from it. This is why we do the things we do today. All the big slaves, the healthy, strapping slaves, all of them, they used to use them as studs.
Yes, yes.
They use those slaves as studs. On a set of women, they have them with a set of women. Female slave, they impregnate the female slaves so that their offsprings would be big and strong just like their fathers.
Yes.
That was a system to breed strong slaves, to strengthen their workforce, their labor force. They were tortured because they refused. They refused. But today, oh gosh, men take it upon themselves.
Yeah.
Nobody ain't asking me to do this. I'm not threatened to do this. Men got 7 and 8 women, got 13, 14 children. We don't know nothing about them. We don't know who they are. Lord, we live your life. Live your life to the fullest. Live your life to the fullest.
Yes, yes.
But my brothers and sisters, why not try something else? This is why we're here this morning telling you and I that this is the reason for our condition. It didn't just happen just like that. It was a system. It was a system that we are a part of. And it is time that we unplug ourselves from it. It's time for us to open our eyes. It's 2013.
Amen.
2013. It's time for us to wake up. It's time for us to stop this cycle. Stop it.
Yes.
Amen.
It's time for a man to start taking up his responsibility. You tell me about freedom? That is true freedom.
Oh, yeah.
That is true freedom.
Yes.
A woman that protects and nurtures her children. That is true freedom.
Amen.
A man that ensures that his children are respectful. That is true freedom. Because, my brothers and sisters, that is the culture of the children of Israel.
Oh, yeah.
That is who they are. That is who you are.
Amen.
The reason why we're not like that anymore, the scripture says we were cut off so that the name of Israel will be no more in remembrance. But we're not going to think Israel. We're not going to live Israel because we don't remember Israel. I take this opportunity as I close to give all praise, glory, and honor to the Lord Elijah.
Amen.
And it's because of him and only him that the name of Israel is remembered today.
Amen.
Brothers and sisters, we don't want to keep it to ourselves. We don't want to keep it to ourselves. He has revealed, he has reminded us of this name. He has reminded us of this culture. And it is our responsibility to remind you.
Amen.
Even though we know some of you may not accept it. Even though we know that many of you, it may seem too hard. It may seem too hard. But it is our responsibility. We are here to do our part. Our part is to remind you of Israel.
Oh, yeah.
Our part is to let you know that true emancipation is about being who you are. And who you are is Israel. Now I wish I could go on,
Oh, yeah.
but the clock just told me that is all my time. So this time, until the next time, may the God of Israel continue to bless and keep you. This is my prayer.
Let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land. Tell Pharaoh, let my people